All right, everybody. Welcome to Teaching Crypto. This is AZ Crypto on the road here. We're talking Voyager, we're talking BTC. If you have not done so, please hit that subscribe button, that like, that notification, especially that subscribe button. That really helps us out. So yesterday, Voyager Case, the judge pushed back on the Department of Justice. And again, they are trying to go after the players here, not for doing anything illegal right now because they haven't proven that. They're doing, thanks, Crypto Ricky, they're going after the distribution of cryptocurrencies. Remember, they're trying to claim that VGX is a security token, but they have not shown any proof. They're not ready to declare that. So again, the judge is pushing back and saying, hold on a minute. Again, you've known about this since December, and now you're coming in. And so it's all politics. It's all BS. It's all hurting the customer. DOJ, get out of the way. Let the customers have their funds. Decide what you want to do later with Binance US and VGX. But we have been through enough. So I don't know. It's a long shot. Someone from the DOJ is listening to this, but this is insanely ridiculous. Okay. Decide what you want to do later. But you've had all kinds of opportunities to help, and you haven't done anything in this case at all but hurt the customer. So let the customers go through, right? We've got some good BTC action, a little bit of a small pushback, but, BTC's been running here. And, remember, for Voyager, as ETH goes up, recovery goes up in the 70% range. So we really want, obviously, ETH usually always follows BTC. So we want ETH to continue to go up. The quicker this deal closes, the quicker and better for customer recovery. So I would say yesterday was a good day. However, we got to wait till Monday to see exactly what happens. My sense is, cross your fingers, we're going to close this thing out. And haven't heard anything about mediation between Alameda and Voyager. Let's hope that gets settled in the next couple of weeks, right? So we're looking, hopefully, cross your fingers, late April here is my guess based on everything that's happening. It's March 16th, right? So, a month from now, mid to late April, hopefully this gets resolved. Monday should be a big day. We should get a little more clarity. I don't know how long this can be delayed, right? Because the judges stated over and over, DOJ, SEC don't really have a case. Specifically here about the DOJ, there's nothing that would keep you from going after Steve and the executives for fraud and criminal activity. But just based on the distribution of cryptocurrency, listen, VGX right now is not a security. Either something like BNB. So it's just been a huge, huge waste of time. Let's hope the customers finally are treated fairly for the first time since this process even began, right? Let's cross our fingers. But the judge was pushing back saying, listen, again, you haven't proven any of these things that you've been saying. And they kept making the same argument over and over. Remember, supposedly the toggle goes through, not Chapter 7. And the toggle, we don't know the exact time. There's been some scare numbers of 6 to 9 months. Let's hope it's nothing near that. We don't need the toggle right now. Let's people sign up for Binance. Let them get their money. And remember, what's going to happen is you're going to get your crypto first and some installments. And then once Alameda mediation is over, you'll get the rest in cash. My anticipation is the Alameda situation should be over in the next 14 days. I think by April, we'll have some clarity. So hopefully by the end of April, cross your fingers, maybe early May, this is finally all over and the nightmare is finally done. And people kind of have access to their cryptocurrency. I wanted to talk about BTC and Fidelity. So Fidelity is making BTC available to millions and millions of customers. And I think this is important because for the next bull run, you need some FOMO. You need the average citizen that maybe dipped their toe into crypto and came out, heard this all bad news. Guess what? Now they're hearing BTC is going up. You already see the sentiment changing for BTC. And I'll say wait till 2024, right? And so you've got some very easy places now to buy BTC, for example. Right? Venmo, right? I mean, they only have a couple cryptocurrencies. It's BTC, ETH, it's Litecoin, it's Bitcoin Cash. But still, there are some easy on-ramps for the new person in crypto. And I think that's going to be important with places like Voyager and Celsius and FTX no longer there. Not everyone is going to want to hold a cold wallet. I know what they say, not your keys, not your crypto. Not everyone, especially the newbies, are going to be ready to take that plunge. Whether they should or not is a completely different situation. You've got to remember, retail has to be involved for there to be a really, really good bull run. If you want to see BTC go well above 100K, you need the United States retail customer in, and the easier it is for them, who cares where they're buying and they're holding? If they think it's safe, the better for everybody, right? So if you want to, my stuff that I've been telling you guys about, Avalanche, eGold, Cosmos, all right, if you want those to go up, obviously BTC has to be the catalyst. And so far, so good. Do I think so crypto Ricky, Bitcoin seems like a safe play. Have you heard of Fed now? Yeah, so the Federal Reserve is going to, right, they're putting in 2 trillion as like a just an emergency fund in case there's bank runs. I don't think the CBDC will launch this quickly. Do I think we're going to see one in the next 5 to 10 years? Absolutely. I think it's going to be a little bit slower than people anticipate, but I would anticipate by 2030 there is a digital dollar of some kind. It'll have to go through legislation. There'll be arguments back and forth. I do think, even though the crypto community is very against the CBDC, I think they're going to be able to get it past the general public, and here's why. Just make the claim that physical money is no longer needed and is extremely wasteful, right? You know, and people are going to buy that. Now, with privacy issues, it's a whole nother situation, and that'll be kind of the back and forth. What is privacy going to be, right? You saw some scary stuff in China where there was an expiration date on spending their digital money, and that no one wants that, right? Because that takes away your personal freedom. So we can't have anything like that, but we're just going to have to wait and see. I think a digital dollar is coming. I think it's inevitable. What form it takes, what are the rules? Those are the questions that need to be asked. But, I think BTC, we talked about this and it went over 25. Are we going to see 30 before the end of the year? I do think so. I do not see a 40K BTC until 2024. There is a Bitcoin conference coming up in 2 months, and usually there's a bit of a rise for BTC, then a kind of a pushback during that conference. Remember, halving is now just a little over a year away, Q2 of 2024. So that's going to be huge. I think ETH is going to be very, very healthy in the next 12 to 18 months. I really do. For some people, a lot of us are going to be in the alts for our recovery, and hopefully, we can recover as much as we can from this fiasco. Even if you're not in Voyager, obviously you're here to make money, make funds, not financial advice, but the alts are a great place to do that when BTC is rising and stable. But some people are going to stick to BTC and ETH. Just to begin. And I think Ethereum, just as much as BTC gets people excited, I think ETH will make a nice run, right? I really see a 2000 BT and ETH, sometime this year. Just a lot of positive momentum with Ethereum, and people feel safe holding it, whether you're a new person or a young person. My hope is that actually I was hoping for clear regulation to be set so people knew what the rules were. It seems like the SEC, Department of Justice, are nowhere near ready to establish that, right? I'm at the point where I don't see that coming in for the next bull run. Could be wrong. I think we will have some regulation, but clear and consistent regulation that would help everyone know what the rules are. I'm not sure those are going to be in place. So you're still going to have some crazy projects. My hope would be people really invest in stuff that actually they're trying to build, right? Look at the players that have real people behind it. If you go to a website of a project, who are those people? Are they actually building? Are they trying to build not just crypto use case, but real world use case? And do they have a plan for regulation? I think that's going to be important. Anyone can create, DAX or swap. That's fine, but are you ready to show me eventually how people can use this beyond crypto? And also, are you ready to be flexible when regulation comes? I think that's going to be important, right? But I do think hype is going to be a major factor. AI tokens definitely coming up. If you look at stuff that's gone up in the past year, AI's had a nice little run there, definitely. But you know what we've talked about on this channel, and we'll give you more picks as time goes on. But I think everyone needs to know for Voyager, Monday, really, really key date. Let's hope we get some clarity in this process in terms of how much longer this can go and when it can finally be over. And look for BTC. I would say my general prediction is we are going to get a 30,000 BTC at some point this year. I know that's a crazy number, but anyone telling you 40, 50, 60 this year, I would really hold back. Have we bottomed? Hopefully. At this point, let's hope so. But again, a pushback to 20K would not be shocking at all. You've heard that from me a lot. But I do think we're finally headed in the right direction here. I think, the sun at the end of the tunnel can now finally be seen. And you're going to see some positive sentiment around cryptocurrency in the next 6 to 12 months. And I do think 2024, 2025, barring some crazy world events, will be very good. So you want to hold on to this channel. We really, really appreciate everyone that tunes into us. If you have not done so, please hit that subscribe button. Please share the show. We're going to try to grow as much as we can over the next year or so. And in 2024, we want to be bigger and stronger. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you later. Thank you.